Okay, looks like Rumble is going. YouTube is booting on up. Twitch is going. Let me activate my live streams. Yep, let me activate the chat window, so if we gotta boot up the program for it. Okay, looks like that's all good. And yep, give me another moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's get started. Oh yeah, I did adjust some audio settings. Hopefully everything's good. Hopefully now everything's a little bit louder. Either way, let's go and get started. Not that button, this button. 6 people observing this game. I recognize this name. Can't remember from where. Probably cast him once, twice, maybe thrice. Falco. Once, twice, thrice, and quatrice. Before, at least. Last time one of my replays I got released of him was April 26th, then January 10th, December 30th, and yep. Let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another couple Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on top right side as the blue Okuda player, we've got Falco Nero. Spawn bottom left side as the red Brits. We have, I'm pretty sure that's Chinese. I can never tell Japanese and Chinese apart. I can tell Korean apart from the two, because Korean has a bunch of circles in their text. I don't know how to describe it. And I realize as well, I forgot to turn on my macros for moving the camera around. There we go. Now I can move around the camera with WASD, so I can spend time, move around the camera while taking a drink like this. Looks like both players have selected their doctrine. We do have the Special Weapons Regiment as well as the Breakthrough Doctrine, as Fusiers are on the build queue. And we do have an Ironhide Bulletin as well as Obstrassen Bulletin. And more lag, so this is going to be Battle Group HQ into a somewhat faster Shiro Panzer orders. We do have, of course, the Sherman Firefly Bulletin, which, honestly, you'd be surprised how often the Firefly bounce versus heavier Panzers. Maybe just some bad RNG I usually get with the Firefly. I still like building mass Fireflies in team games, because it just crushes all the heavy tanks and Panthers that people rely on. We do also have the increased pen on the 6-pounder, but it's only the plus 2% rather than like the, say, the plus 4% bulletin. And of course, the increased vehicle rotation, which can be quite nice. I think that's probably decent for crushes, of all things. We have the Kubelwagen captured the fuel sector now. My apologies. Sandbags now being built now.
Panzer Fusiliers assigned to the front.
Do have some more sandbags being built right there as well. Universal carrier not being employed in field, which is a step up from the Bren carrier from Cup Heroes 1. Cup Heroes 1's Bren carrier suggests only carry Brens. A universal carrier can carry all weapons universally. That's how that works, right?
Crew stand ready.
We now have the Panzer Fusiers push forward, try and get behind some good heavy cover. Intersections do get behind some good heavy cover as well. Bit of fire there onto the Kubelwagen. And the Kubelwagen just got ripped apart there. Intersection behind a good heavy cover, but he is going to fight against two intersections versus Panzer Fusilier. So I'm pretty sure the two squads beat the one squad. Or Sturm Pioneer advance way forward. They take advantage upon advance. Good job is just standing there and fighting. Best time when what you can do versus Sturm Pioneers if they're just charging towards you is literally just stand there and just fire away. Don't try to fall back. You stand your ground. Don't play chicken. Don't lose the game of chicken and just open fire. That's generally the best way how you fight against Sturm Pioneers charging towards you. Additionally, since the intersection are in cover, they don't get their debuffs that they usually get. It's a debuff being out of cover rather than a buff being covered. That's how it's actually programmed in the game. Where the intersections have, if they're out of cover, they get reduced cooldown and reload rate, if I remember correctly. Panzer Fusiliers are behind some good light cover, or not so great light cover. Instead of trying to get out of this garrison, it's not a great garrison for them to fight from. Sapper is pushing forward a little bit there. And now we do have the Kubak advancing forward a little bit. Sturm Pioneers also trick forward. Kubak takes a nice little ball there. We've got the Vickers K light machine gun up on field. There are actually just 3 windows on this side, so it's not entirely half bad from that angle. Sturm Pioneers, of course, can advance forward, fight from a good angle. The Universal Carrier is firing away. And now we do have the 55 caliber sniper on the build queue. Looks like the Panzer Fusilier squad does fall back there.
A capture point is being overrun.
55 caliber sniper on the build queue for the Brits. Intersection behind some good light cover. And Panzer Fusilier squad does fall back. We're now the Kubelwagen now getting repaired on up. Nice bit of medical supplies there. We got a flak half track before the field medics. So consumes munitions here, which will delay any deployment of any G43s. And something he could do as well, if he's planning the thing. I have always a little bit of theories of possible build orders. If you're thinking about going towards more Obstats in play and you have a Doctrine of Panzer Fusiliers, you could keep the Panzer Fusiliers unupgraded. Always go for Panzerschrecks later on. They are a 5-man squad of Panzerschrecks, which usually is more reserved for, say, the Rifleman squad of Double Bazooka. But just ideas. Not necessarily good ideas, but just a idea.
Officer, ready to be deployed.
Sturm Officer cannot be deployed on the field. Additionally, this doctrine could allow a bit of a stall out with the Sturm Officer as well. Panzer Fusilier is taking some damage there. They are going to get inside that slit trench. 55 caliber sniper will love to start picking away against them. Intersection just drawing fire. A Universal Carrier will perhaps get some model drops there as well. Another Panzer Fusilier push way forward. He does have enough munitions for the anti-tank rifle grenade. I see a lot of slit trenches. I thought I saw... Oh, this is what I saw on the map. I saw the garrison symbol there and just this right there. And I've got the flak half track engaging this intersection.
Trained and ready to go.
Under fire! Enemy squad has us targeted!
Good shot there onto the intersection. Anti-tank rifle grenade does connect onto the... whatchamacallit, onto the Universal Carrier. Sturm Pioneer is trying to pick it off. 55 caliber sniper ready fires and fires forward. He is not pushing forward with anything else. Anti-tank Hunter section up on the field. 55 caliber sniper rolls a miss. 3 guys left, severely wounded, so sniper will probably take him out, but maybe other guys can. So the Brit is getting deployed out the boys AT section in order to, for anti-tank purposes. It is effective as light armor. And to the final patch of the game, you can swap out the Boys AT rifles with some Piats.
Get ready, you lot.
Infantry squad firing on us! Bastards!
Panzer Fusiliers heading down south, firing away against the Royal Engineers. That was force them back a little bit. Snipe shot there onto the Panzer Fusilier.
Position ours.
Like now firing away. Gets a great shot there in the intersection, forcing him back.
Repairs complete.
Smoke rounds now firing away. Intersection does get inside the slit trench. And we do have two G43 Panzer Fusiliers. Boys ATs blinking away against the infantry, the flak half track. It's good fire there. He is repairing it up and does smoke it out there. Panzer Fusiliers before may see some frags. A lot of Panzer Fusiliers nice and close. We've got now the suppressive fire ability there from the Universal Carrier. Suppresses down one of the squads and full retreat there. He does manage to hold out. He does have medic sections, and I think there's a 5-man squad upgrade? Nope. Just all these guys are wounded just precise enough, but this guy is wounded. But he does have medics, so he's going to be healing up. Royal Engineers decides to borrow a couple of them to get some medical supplies as well. And now I do hear the lag firing away. Great shot there. And does fall back. Takes out the sandbags there. Another medic section. We've got triple medic section field, so he's probably not deploy out any sort of whatchamacallit medics, regular medics in the field. He has deployed a second 55 caliber sniper in the field. Gotta be careful. They do have AT rifle, but it's more of a self-defense purpose against the black half track than an offensive purpose.
Enemy infantry! Steady on, sir!
Ready to move.
Universal Carrier pushes his way forward.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from
Good splash hit there onto the slit trench.
Enemy infantry firing, little bastards.
And looks like the Panzer Fusiliers are falling back.
Has destroyed our
Bit of fire there on the Royal Engineers does destroy the slit trench and does cause an audio line.
Ready for orders.
You now have another half track on the field, so probably going for the Shiro Panzer quarters. He does have enough fuel for even activated HQ at the moment. And I hear the AT rifles firing away. They must have splashed the half track a little bit. Pretty good hit there. He needs to get on out of there. He's prone to being wiped on out. Will be in or outside the slit trench. Medical supplies could be activated here. Oh, he's going to be activating him here. Nope, on cooldown. AT grenade has been thrown. And I think I saw... Yep, we got a rifle flare fired out somewhere. Great shot there. Rifle flare here. One like should try to hit this guy here. One, not even well-placed shot could wipe out the squad. Splashes the sniper pretty nicely, and that one as well. I think this guy should just fall back as well. It looks like they were barraging the snipers. Ah, maybe force on the ground there. Panzer Fusiliers push right forward. Bit of a volley there into the slit trench. Destroys the slit trench.
The enemy have destroyed a forward position. Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Contact! It's a bit touch and go!
Good hits there on that slit trench.
We're losing a capture point.
Over the right side, got the Royal Engineers capturing that sector.
You have orders!
And you do have now Cromwell on the build queue, which means the Panzer IV is probably not going to come out anytime soon, with the flak half-track delaying it. Needs another 90 or 85 fuel. And there is a Fekete on the build queue at a good time. It looks like the Sapper squad, Royal Engineer squad does fall back there.
Orders complete.
Tank counter pushing forward with a intersection to 55 caliber snipers advancing, and we do now the Cromwell uploading field does get the commander upgrade. Ooh,
The squad's gone.
sniper went down. That was already pretty wounded and just got hit directly by one of the flak rounds. Direct hit there onto the flak half track. We may see a bit of smoke here. Throws out some smoke there. Prioritized fire turned on. Rolls a miss when forced far on the ground. No anti-tank rifle grenade ×2. Tank hunter getting hit pretty hard there.
Shooting at us.
Got a Warfare now advancing onto the Cromwell. Infantry section right here. And it got another rifle flare there. Very nice. I love seeing the rifle flares. Great hit there. And better medical supplies on that one. Good shots in the Cromwell. Does force back. He should be able to withstand one more shot. But got 2 sappers here for repairs.
A capture point is being overrun.
Excellent hits there in that intersection. Go on, try and go from those slit trench. Grenade has been thrown. Kills off 2 of those guys who are lagging behind.
We're ready. Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Probably a good idea to go for the Panzer IV. Don't think it'd be a good idea to go for anything else at the moment, or at least fuel-wise. Good shot there on the
Enemy
Woofer.
causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Right, another job done by
Ready to roll! Promotion! Good.
Bit of fire there. Got smoke rounds now raining on in.
Battle drills for hammer attacks are ready for use.
Cool walking over here at Veteran 1. We got Veteran 1 on the 251 half track as well. A good, nice volley in your section, but kind of worked for set up a good location. Slightly wounded. Good shot there onto the flak half track. Did not go past around the edge, so no shot onto the Cromwell. But kind of worked for trying to rotate around with this intersection spotting for it. He was able to realize he could push Proke forward a little bit, but rolls key miss and does fall back there. Intersection does fall back. Sniper right there. And now do have the Panzer Fusiliers push away forward as well.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Another Fekete Warfare on the field. Ooh, and the sniper goes down as well. Flak rounds apparently are pretty effective versus snipers. Flak rounds do have pretty good AoE, so I guess the splash damage is just effective. Good shot there onto the Panzer Fusilier. And it looks like the Universal Carrier does keep on out there with Veteran C3, and now the Panzer Fusilier is being pursued. Move on, try and capture the center of the map. Shroom Pioneers repairing up the flak cap track. Mechanical Warfare 1 gets a good shot. Excuse me, getting hiccups. Mechanical Warfare 2 does not fire. Rolls a miss there. Now the Ken Warfers are migrating down south. They're trying to sit on up, hit that Cromwell. pushing a little bit too far forward. Yeah, it does, so decide to fall back a little bit there. Good damage down to the Vikenawerfer. Carmel push right forward, rolls and miss there. No prioritized fire turned on. Vikenawerfer gets a good shot. I don't think there's much repairs on this. I think it will go down 2 shots. We see another pen there. I think one more shot could go down, but probably won't receive another shot. Has successfully fallen back. Vikenawerfer's barraging away. Got a bit of smoke there. Very nice. And the flat cap track still alive, so he provides some good fire support there. Boys, AT rifles straight forward, trying to hit the flat cap track. Rifle flare fired.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
And now we do have the Royal Engineers getting some more repairs onto the Cromwell. Vikenawerfer, so Allies firing away. Probably trying to barrage here. Gets directed there the Cromwell. It can now only withstand 2 shots before going down. And the Royal Engineers do manage to scatter away from the shots.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Attacking our flankmen, cheeky bastards!
Destroys the Sledge Trench there.
A forward position has been destroyed.
And if Vikenawerfer gets directed there on the Universal Carrier, does fall back, has some health. Going for a Panther, I disagree with that. You must be really concerned about other vehicles. Now the Cromwell straight forward. Takes a good shot there on the Panzerfusilier. This Panzerfusilier may get wiped on out by the next Cromwell shot. Does roll a miss. It does get wiped out. Great shot there in the intersection. We do see Hammer. You may see him saving up for the Crocodiles and saving up fuel. Not enough command points either way. Nice volley there into the Tank Hunter squad. And the Schumpeiter's taking more fire there. Intake rifle grenade connects, but not enough damage to get the engine correct. Gets a good pen there. Flat cap track throws some rounds there as well. So 2 more shots and that Cromwell's done for. 1 more shot that Cromwell's done for.
Cromwell here. Got a fight for us?
Each section does fall back there. And now we do have Hold the Line now
The enemy
active.
cut our supply line.
Panther not being upgraded with Panther Mount may be a good idea to avoid any sort of air, so it doesn't reveal itself. Each section does fall back there. So on a fall back there. Air support cannot be available, but this sector is still lit up, but it's probably, since it's been fully captured, probably won't be able to provide any sort of fire support. Boys AT rifle plunking away against the Panther.
Officer has reported for duty.
Sherm officer now pulled a field to replace that one down Panzerfusilier. Churchill Crocodile now deployed on the field. The tank rifle grenade does connect with the Kuvagan's pinky being clicked down there does take out the Kuvagan.
Light vehicle destroyed.
Cromwell does take a good shot there. Panzerfusiliers straight forward. And now got another rifle flare there. Yep, rifle flare fired. Crocodile starting to fire as well, literally. Crocodile does take a pen there. Crocodiles do have less health than regular Churchills, just more armor. So Crocodiles, as well as AVRs, are surprisingly fragile. Rolls a bounce there. Slowly getting splashed down there. Crocodile's starting to fall back. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. We're hearing the concentrated fire operation. So the sheer transporters will go down, so the Panther's not replaceable. He could either go for Mechanized HQ, not only get more repairs, but have access to other assets, and also craft the deployment for a King Tiger if he so chooses. Cromwell blitzes his way forward, rolls a miss there. Panther in a fine enough position. Shrimp stop preparing. Let's get a pen there onto the Panther. Cromwell takes another pen there. Another pen there.
We're back to combat strength.
Good shot there in the Panzerfusiliers. Gonna work for rolls at bounce. And another good pen there as well. Intake rifle grenade will connect. And now the Panzerfusilier does fall back. Panther getting body blocked by his own Vickenwerfers. But he does have a lot of extra fire support here. Rolls a bounce there. Rolls a miss there. Trying to rotate around, trying to avoid the 6-pounder. 6-pounder does get a good rear armor hit there. And Vickenwerfers do manage to fall back. Up north, we do have the intersection being forced back by the Sturm officer.
We're losing a capture point.
Was not from forced retreat, it was a manual retreat. Panther rolls a miss on the Brandon carrier. Cromwell blitzes his way forward. Does get a pretty good angle there. Good pen there. Overdrives. Or Blitzkrieg taxes does take some damage there. Comet Blitz, that's the term I'm looking for. Cromwell getting a lot of lucky pens there. Efficiency 2 does improve mobility and rate of fire, but not pen, so getting pretty lucky there. Rifle flare fired once again.
Heavy armor ready to go.
Crocodile pushed way forward. Got a single Vickenwerfer right there.
We got a promotion.
Rolls a miss onto the flat cap track. And now do have the Panzerfusiliers taking some fire, literally. On the left side, do have now the intersection and the Universal Carrier firing away against that Panzerfusilier. And it looks like he does take a crit there. Remember as well, like I said, Crocodiles have a lot less health, so he went down pretty quickly there to the double Vickenwerfer.
Well done, chaps. Target smash. They're hitting our side. Bugger, armor attacking us.
Over on the left side, we do have now
She's going up.
Universal Carrier does go down.
One of our universal carriers has been destroyed.
There's the Crocodile Force. We do have the Tank Hunter Squad getting hit there as well. Does fall back. Cromwell push way forward, try to crush some of these units. He has Mercy War Speed active, but we have plenty of health in the Panther tank. Light takes a pretty good hit there. Flat Cap Track may go down, may use some Panzer Tactician. Vickenwerfers could try to Triforce from the ground right there. One did, tried at least.
for action.
Neutralize infantry!
Cromwell push way forward. Vaquero Warfare set up camouflage, both of them. They're both actually 2 as well. Increasing the targeting rate of fire. Once he gets in vision range, oh, he could receive 1 shot there. Massive hit on the Shroom Pioneers. Still is taking the Shroom Pioneers.
Squad of infantry.
That's actually a bit of a loss. He needs that repair squad. He also lost another Panzerfusilier, so he has a fresh one in the field. He does have an SWS half-track, not deployed out just yet. Good pen there on the Panther. Panther gets another pen.
300 points.
Another good pen there. Prioritize fire there. 1 shot to death. Rolls a miss there. Panther may finish off the Cromwell. Gets out of range. And Light's now barraging the 6-pounder with a rifle flare there. Shroom Pioneers on the build queue.
Our capture point.
Shroom Pioneers
They're trying to take it.
get a little repairs, not enough. Couple good hits there onto the munitions cache. Takes out the munitions
Capture point
cache.
is being overrun.
And all these squads do fall back. Was he trying to go for a Gamma Bomb there? This one, I thought him going for a Gamma Bomb
Enemy
does not
causing
have
trouble,
News Bomb
trying to
research.
take one of our points.
Shroom Officer in some good garrison cover there. But he's getting hit by too many squads, but does hold off his opponent long enough to bring in some leg shots there. As boosters do fall back, and now the Shroom Officer is falling back as well. Follow-up leg shots will miss. Mechanized HQ almost complete. He has 200 fuel, so if he saves his manpower and fuel now, he could potentially pull out King Tiger. The population reinforcing these guys will probably not allow him to get enough population space for King Tiger.
Back to full strength.
But the OKW player should start keeping an eye out for the King Tiger. Save some resources, start going towards it. If he takes a lot, loses some infantry models, he could just simply not choose to reinforce and pull out King Tiger. Plus, he can somewhat lose a Beckenwerfer right now. A King Tiger and Panther would be more than plenty for an anti-vehicle. Beckenwerfer does fall back there. One intersections do get suppressed. Panther does get double tapped by the 6-pounders. And there's Crocodiles there as well. Nice does fall back there. Crocodile finds a Beckenwerfer here. May get a decrued. Intake rifle grenade does connect from the squad. Panther push way forward, but gotta be a bit careful. He's severely wounded. Good pen there onto the Panther, or not Panther, Crocodile. Panther does need a lot of repairs, so does the Cromwell, so does the Crocodile, so everything needs repairs. Intersection receiving some repairs in form of blood transfusions.
Task complete.
Down south, intersection capturing up the VP. If right now the VPs are in favor of the British player by a small margin, but can easily still go either way. Panther gets good pen there, does get a shot there on the flak half track, but won't be able to do much more than that. As Fusiliers and oh, we do have another Hold the Line active. Universal carrier should be destroyed relatively soon. Definitely this light shot will help out. We can offer fire to work away somewhere. Another rifle flare. If he starts facing towards this sector now, well, the line will start hitting him pretty hard. And does go ahead and Mercy War speed onto the Crocodile to rotate around. Panther right now at Veteran C3, very nice, getting some lot of good hits there. New section engaging the unvetted Panzer Fusiliers, so it will get ripped apart. 6-pounder gets a good pen there on the Panther. Panzer Fusiliers now engaging the tank counter squad. Good hit there on that intersection.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Good shot there. Cromwell pushes his way forward. Panther receives the pen there. Cromwell does fall back.
We're losing a capture point.
Great shot there in the intersection with the leg. Cromwell pushing right there. Does see the good pen there from the Kenwerfer. 6-pounders double taps the flak half track, knocking out. Regains the population space for the King Tiger. Panther push right forward, trying to pick out that Cromwell. Does take a pen there. One more shot and it's done for. Firefly or Crocodile and 6-pounders here engaged. Try to push forward these sappers for some heat grenades, because the Panther is very cold. And now we do have the Shroom Officer does catch the VP. Crocodiles push forward. Looks like the Shroom Officer is going to be pretty warm relatively soon. Lots of good pens there onto the Churchill. Does fall back in time, but now some of these Kenworthers are getting pretty well vetted. Got Vet 4 and Vet 4. British player needs to pull back its repairs. He can trade some VPs for some time and resources. The King Tiger should be deployed out pretty soon. Panzer Fusiliers is in that heavy cover there. I say don't reinforce anything. First deploy the King Tiger, see how much population space you have left, then deploy out the King Tiger. King Tiger now deployed in the field, giving him 7 spare population space to reinforce stuff with, which maybe will reinforce everything.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Good to send the intersections. Boys AT rifles, those plink the Panther a little bit.
Supply line's been cut.
Cromwell tried to crush the... Ooh, great shot there by the Cromwell. Eventually 3, so it's very agile.
Our infantry are ready to hold the line.
Good pen there. King Tiger advancing. And looks like he did fire upon that intersection there. Intersection spots King Tiger. He's going back on off a little bit there. We do have Hold the Line active once again, but it appears to be only affecting this sector. Good pen there onto the King Tiger. Intersection straightforward. The Kenworth first stop the capture though. Does get spotted. 6-pounders firing away. Intersection does stop the capture, but he is going to get ripped apart. Does fall back himself. Churchill straightforward with Veteran C1. Churchill now advancing. We can go for Veteran C4, camouflaged. Almost Veteran C5. One more pen may give Veteran C5. Good pen there. Another good pen there. Panther takes a pen there. Veteran C4 now. Anti-tank rifle grenade there. And there goes the Cromwell. Panther takes some hits there. Comet tank now the build Q. I think Firefly would be a little bit better in this situation. Vet 5, the Kenworth for falling back, trying to see that Veteran C. Pence Fusiliers charging way forward. Good pens there on the Churchill Crocodile. The Macy anti-tank rifle grenade. Anti-tank rifle grenade fired. Does connect. Sherm Officer may need to fall back relatively soon. Panther straight forward. It is a little bit wounded. Takes a good pen there. Does decrew that AT gun. Tank out of section does get inside the slit trench there. Stick grenade into the slit trench. Effectively ripping apart. 3 Royal. Ooh, full wipe there. King Tiger firing away. Panthers going to creep along the flank. The Kenworth gets a good shot there. Bounce there. Macy heat grenade. Lucy's going forward. 6-pounder recruit. I think he sacked the squad for that. Bounce there, and there goes the Churchill. AT gun does get decrewed there. British player took massive losses as one come take the field. Was there a landmine there? I think he hit a landmine. And we do now have the Comet take on the field. Both these big cats are quite wounded. The cannon warfare there. This is what the King Tiger needs. He needs to turn off Spearhead. He's going to have trouble rotating his turret. But Spearhead can't be turned off at the moment. Does look at that unit there. Good shots there onto the...
The capture point is being overrun.
There you go. You can turn off Spearhead. Turn off Spearhead. And turn on Prioritized Fire. Good pen there. Trying to rotate around the armor. Comet tank gets another good shot there. One more pen and the King Tiger's down. She'll also can throw a smoke grenade. Rolls in this there.
Trying to take one of our points.
Turn off Spearhead. I suppose now it doesn't really need to turn it off. Bounce there. King Tiger gets abandoned. And take rifle grenade onto the Comet tank. Recruits the King Tiger with the intersection. And doesn't have anything to take it out immediately. Comet tank trying to go for a crush here. The Kenworth for rolls a bounce there. That is a Vet 4 Kenworth for that bounce. And again from the Vet 5. How does Irva Vet 5 bounce? There goes the King Tiger again. The Okada player does not have the Sheer Pan squads rebuilt, so he's all going to have to save it for another King Tiger. Comet needs repairs. Okada players are running low on VPs. Now would be a good time for our Rifle Flare. He did lose that Vet 5 Panzerfusilier squad. But for MG34, maybe, nah, I would disagree with that. Preserve the manpower. Start generating up manpower and fuel to get out another King Tiger. We do have another hold line active. I don't think we've seen a single aircraft strafe yet. Smoke barrage there. Good bounce there. Frag grenade does get dodged. Sappers are charging way forward. He's down to 2 intersection squads. Gonna work rolls and miss. He looks his force find the ground. Bounce there. MG34 firing away, and the Sherm Officer just staying in the smoke. And the Comet taking some good hits there. Both his the Kenworth is a Veteran C5. His last remaining leg is Veteran C5 as well. Not sure where the other one may have went. I don't know if it's got fully destroyed, just it got decrewed. Shun Pioneers charged before, could use a stun grenade to help win that fight. And we do have the Comet tank trying to charge his way over here.
A new win for damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Does do a forced retreat there. Saw him advance too quickly. Was afraid of a crush, which I don't blame him. And this passive also could be upgrade of Pandaschrex. But at this point, I think infantry would be a little bit better. He has double Vet 5 Kenworthers.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
I need to get a new chair. This one's starting to fall apart. Oh, either way. Royal Engineers preparing up this King Tiger. Not King Tiger, Comet Tank. My mind's melted as well.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Capturing the northern sector now. We do have stuff just lying in wait.
The enemy are determined, and we are down to 300 points. Tank ready.
Comet Tank heading up north. Activate Blitz there, trying to get some crushes there. Captures the sector and decides to fall back. The Yokuda player does a triple capture in his favor. Getting approaching enough resources for another King Tiger. Oh, the man's to one-shot the leg. Kenworther gets a good pen there. Does not take out the leg there. And decides to fall back there. The other Kenworther is right here. Fires White Phosphorus there. Gets an ambush strike there. Does get improved first strike capability at Veterancy 5. Great shot there as well. Almost takes out that Comet Tank. And we do have now the OKW's Assault Artillery being brought in this region. Which looks like it may miss the intersection. Hits everywhere but on top of him.
The Churchill Crocodile is ready.
Another Churchill Crocodile deployed in the field. The Kenworthers, even though it's supposed to be countered by it, can also counter it because they're such high veterancy. You now have the coordinated fire operation. Comet Tank push along the flank. King Tigers for the rotating to respond to it. Panzer or Sturmofficer does distracted for a little bit. Press C2 there, falls back. We do now have the Crocodile push way forward, capture of this sector. Picking up for fires, gets a pen there. King Tiger rolls a miss there, gets a pen there. Take push way forward. Gets a good pen there. Sections advancing, get a bit of splash hit there on these intersections. Shun Pioneers push way forward. Good pen there. White Phosphorus has been fired. The Crocodile getting repaired up quite significantly. You got these guys starting to get suppressed. The Yokuda players starting to count down tickets.
The enemy only have 50 points left.
Does get a good pen there. Pens the Crocodile, MG34, and the Sturmofficer push way forward. King Tiger now has an angle on the Crocodile. Gets a good pen there. Good pen there on the Comet Tank. One more shot, the Comet Tank is done for, and that's a Vet 5. Decapture Central VP. The OKW's other VP has been decaptured, but the other VP's also been decaptured, so all of them will be neutral shortly. Gets a pretty good splash hit there. Comtek falling him back. The British player may need to pull out a 6-pounder. Has gone for another pin cutter section, which he will need pits for be any decent against the King Tiger. Another MG34 on the build queue for the OPW player.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Heat grenade connects the King Tiger, and he does go ahead and retaliates with the 88.
Our supply line's broken. We're losing a capture point. An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Another intersection now has been deployed on the field. Crocodile emergency war speed his way forward. Got a triple capture of in favor of the OPW player. The British player does have 200 VPs remaining. King Tiger does get a good hit there. Almost for C1 for Spearhead. I do believe Red needs to go for some Fireflies. Rolls a miss there. Sappers charge away forward.
To spot and attack nearby enemy vehicles. Our capture point. They're
Up
trying
north
to take
intersection, Pink intersection, decapturing the northern VP. And the Sherm also is almost fetch C5, so and that will place the Luger with a STG. We do now have the Sherm Pioneers does fall back. This one just trying to hold the opponent off by being inside the slit trench there. Receive some more leg hits. That one does fall back. And here the MG34 firing away.
up and ready to go.
Great shot there. Takes the slit
The
trench.
action has destroyed our forward position.
And now the Storm Officer does fall back. Good pen there. King Dagger just should be just trying to hit those infantry units there. Smoke around onto the MG34, or in front of it at least. Good shots there. Vet 5, the Kenilworth first to fall back there. And we've got this section taking some pretty good hits there from the King Tiger.
Threatening a capture point.
Crocodile straight forward, immolating the MG34, forcing him back. Up here we do have the Tinker squad getting ripped apart by the G43 squad.
We've lost a unit. Take it over.
Also trying to destroy the MG34 entirely now. But I think the force fire attack actually only controls the flamethrower, not the actual cannon. Since the point of the Crocodile is the flamethrower. The 75mm is a nice little benefit. You have another hold the line active. We may see some strafes there if it pushes too far forward. So many abilities deployed up by the British players. Actually quite impressive how much munitions got this game. Oh. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Welcome to the channel. The Kenilworth does get decrewed there, so that is a lot of valuable veterancy down the drain. Or up in flames, I should say. King Tiger rotating around at the Churchill. Gets a good shot there. Decides to mercy war speed on out there. Great shot there onto the Royal Engineers. Trying to melt the Sherm Officer, and we do have now the MG34 captured, but the Yokotai player still has a capture in his favor. The Yokotai player does have a decent amount of fuel in reserve. Maybe a good idea to pull out another Sheer Panzer Quarters. We got some more support armor. Got a Comet take on the build queue.
A capture point is being overrun. enemies trying to take a point from us.
British player just staying back and healed on up. Doesn't have too many VPs remaining, and with a double capture, soon to be triple capture against him, he can't really be staying idle for too long.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Comet tank now deployed on the field. And does utilize the emergency warp speed there. Comet tank heading up north to support the Churchill. And the Panzer squad does fall back pretty quickly there.
We're down to 100 points now.
The cannon whipper gets a pen down on the Comet tank. Good hits there on the Comet tank. Comet tank's about to going down, getting body blocked from that cannon whipper, and everything went down there. That went down. I think there's some friendly fire there, and these guys are getting ripped apart by the assault artillery a little bit foolishly. So the British player just lost so much there. 3 infantry friendlies killed. That's what we saw there around the cannon whipper. So he's out of infantry section now, going for a 6-pounder, and the assault officer does get crushed there a little bit. Smoke causing a bit of issues. Good pen there. Loading smoke there, fires the good instinct rifle grenade there. King Tiger scores the kill. I think it's pretty much game over for the Brits now.
The AT gun you ordered is ready.
I don't know what the Brits can do to get back the game. He's out of intersections. He's low on manpower, low on munitions, low on fuel. I think the British player has lost. Section or Panzer catching up at this point now. So he's pushing forward. He wants to play the VP game. The first strike, airstrike from the whole line has been activated, and it's been activated. What? This is like the 5th time this has been deployed on the field. Quite impressive. If we not, that's the first aircraft. Get straight there a little bit as well.
We've got 50 points left.
AT gun just charging way forward. Got the Royal Engineers. They do dodge the stick grenade, but they're fighting its G43s.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
And I think the British player has back the game since the game is frozen. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom, so I'm also going to take time, reboot the game to help clear out the VRAM cache. And... please give me a moment. Oops.
Sega.
My apologies, I am back. Let's go ahead and find another replay. That should be reasonable enough. There we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on top left side as the yellow Soviets, we got Slafter. Spawn as the US forces, we got a foreign name, ZZ. Spawn on bottom right side as the magenta OKW player, we got Witchcraft. And spawn as the red Wehrmacht player, Oshtier, we got Teddy McFluff. We do have both for the Explorer Sector Doctrine. We do have the Luftwaffe Ground Forces and the Elite Troops Doctrine. Hopefully we see some G-43 Stormtroopers. He's also doing MG-42 skip, going straight for Grenadiers.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Soviet players going for Tier 1 skip, going just straight conscripts. That's pretty common. And for the US player, he's just going for a rifleman. That's pretty common. The OKW player is going for Volksgren, Sturmpioneer, of course, into Volksgrenadiers, and that's also pretty common. We do now have the reaction squad laying down some wire there.
Capture complete. No enemy activity. It is finished.
And now we do have a doctrine selected, Rifle Company. So may see some rear echelon flamethrowers.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Lousy patch of dirt is ours.
Mission sector now captured on up.
Area is out.
Did he cancel something up there? I think he had canceled something up there. You may see a rifle, we do see a lieutenant now being put on the field. First name Lou, last name Tenet.
Secure the vehicle. Location set. Begin conversion.
Volksgrenadiers and Sturmpioneers push away forward. Over here, we got the Pioneers. Lay down a bit of wire there. MG-42. Nope, that's just Grenadiers inside the garrison. He has not gone for MG-42. Volksgrenadiers engaging their riflemen. Russian squad have not yet engaged. Volksgrenadiers looks like trying to head into that garrison. Nope. Volksgrenadiers do get behind that good heavy cover, and as well as the light cover. Down south, we got the Sturmpioneers. The Rifle Squad comes for a nice little flank. Now the Sturmpioneers can be hit by two squads, so the Rifle Squad should be able to win out. The Rifle Squad just standing fighting, getting some great damage on the Sturmpioneer, while the other one's just charging. And Sturmpioneers get forced back pretty handily. The Russian Squad just stalling out this engagement. Could be tasked more onto the VP to start getting it captured. We got a combat engineer with a flamethrower here.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
Early field medics by the Soviet player, not bad. Incendiary grenade thrown by the Volks. Pioneers advancing. Pioneers getting ripped apart there. And looks like both those squads do go ahead and fall back.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Conscripts do get behind a bit of heavy cover there.
Our lines have been
We do have now the Grenadiers rotating around. Grenadiers straightforward. Looks like Yellow's getting a little bit double teamed. We do have now the Rifle Squad and Lieutenant. Or no, we got the Flamethrower rear echelon push way forward. Does see a bit of fire there from the MG-34. Rifle Squad does get suppressed, and the Sturmpioneer is nice and close, stops to capture that point. This Rifle Squad push way forward, just needs to stick to heavy cover there. Lieutenant and M2 gets a full wipe there. Nice little flank there. Flamethrower squad engaging. Incendiary grenade there onto the rear echelon. Lieutenant still has all 5 models going, which means he has his own Thompson going. Our squad behind some heavy cover there. He will slowly be displaced by the MG34 and fires it up out of there. 10-second sprint for 15 munitions, and then a reduced move speed afterwards. Grenadiers may get wiped on out. Alliance sight blocker there. And the MG34 will suppress down the lieutenant. That was pretty lucky by Red, not losing any squads there. I think the lieutenant had his Thompson being reloaded into that bit of that engagement. Combat engineers need this. Combat engineers, and do now have some Fallschirmjägers being dropped on them. Civil players now select the auction. We got the standard guard motor coordination tactics. We got the advanced warfare tactics, which is a little bit of a rare doctrine, honestly. And we got conscript supports, which is also a relatively rare doctrine as well. 2 doctrines of PPSHs for conscripts.
Defensive smoke now available for armor. Combat infantry now have access to additional equipment and tactics. New units are ready to deploy.
Red now has access to most of his doctrinal abilities.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Our squad pushed forward, a little bit wounded. Thought I heard a landmine detonation. Yep, looks like the Fallschirmjägers find a landmine. Oh, is that another landmine there? Yep, we do have another landmine, a US landmine from the Rifleman Field defensive structures. Grenadiers taking a bit of damage. Reaction squad does fall back there. The Rifle squad should be able to win the fight, but we've got more Grenadiers pushing forward to make Rifle squad lose the fight. Conscripts gets on the garrison. There's just way too many Grenadiers for the Conscript squad to be effective here. He will assault his opponent. No Molotov. I think it's like a great time for a Molotov right there. Grenade has been thrown, a stun grenade. If he did not know what doctrine his opponent's going for, he definitely does know now. Rough grenade fired. Gets a pretty good hit there. It says heavy cover, but it only looks like light cover there to me. That is a little bit of heavy cover. That's what caused that decorator. Fallschirmjägers push way forward. 2-2 gains good volleys here. The conscripts are behind some good heavy cover. And now the conscript squad does fall back there. Drive squad goes for an anti-tank rifle grenade.
AT-gun is ready for combat.
Drive squad does fall back there.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Conscript squad takes some damage there, and now got the right squad pulling back as well. Does get the full wipe there.
We lost an infantry unit.
Do have a utility car here. So you can see here, M6 is the Treadbuster landmine from the utility car, while the M5 that was detonated there is the standard hits everything landmine. Hansfeld does connecting utility car, he should be able to skip on out of there. 2-2 may have a bit of trouble taking it on, does have the armored skirts, but does have rear armor exposed. Got caught in the reload there. Lieutenant falls back. Lieutenant may get wiped on out there. Lieutenant does get wiped on out there. Dismounts there. I say remount and let it go down. Does lose the utility car there. And I thought I heard something explode as well back here. Pioneers do take a bit of damage there. Conscripts are just flowing the way forward. No weapon upgrades on any of these Grenadiers. He has a decent amount of munitions. He could... Oh, got a light barrage there. Very nice. He could go for some G43s or for some LMGs. Bolshevik Jaegers push right forward. We've got now Conscripts being upgraded to 7-man squad, which means he has the tier 4 active. Or he could have got this researched.
We are losing territory.
Volkswagen get behind some heavy cover there, but he is getting hit by a full squad of riflemen. The U.S. has deployed out mortar there and voids the M5 land or the M6 landmine. Grenadiers for 4. One has to upgrade G43s, but they're in open ground, but so are the riflemen. Flamethrower squad push right forward. And the rifle squad should do some great work with Grenadiers. All bombs to 2-2, impossible splash. Looks like he received a anti-tank rifle grenade there from the other rifle squad there. He fires on it up, trying to get another anti-tank rifle grenade there. He has a cast and connects. Double pack 40 there, so if he saw the double pack 40, he should probably still hold off in any sort of armor deployment. He does have a mage on the field. On the grenade, didn't get a whole lot of work done, just some decent work done. US mortar is definitely an interesting call. Oh yeah, so we got the vehicle crew there. Vehicle crew may get wiped on out. It would be a minor loss if he does wipe it out. Yes, he does. US players probably can save up some EZ8s. They do cost 140 fuel. T-3476 does get shot there. Got the Viking Warfare there. Where did those Pack 40s go? They're way back over here. And I saw the sheer Panzer Corps being built by Magenta as well. MG34 want to get half burst there. Does not suppress the conscripts. He needs full withdrawal there. Sheer Panzer Corps is probably still being built. Splashes the conscript a little bit. Sheer Panzer Corps is firing away. So hits the munitions cache or fuel cache as well. Conscript squad needs to fall back. They're pretty stacked up, so they're going to be very vulnerable to splash. They do fall back now. Flamethrower firing away. And now the reaction squad does fall back. Drive squads forward, so we got this tank tread buster landmine.
Wait, find me a medic.
Ocean Makers still firing away. We got the major in the region in quote-unquote negative cover there. I don't know how it's in negative cover. And got the EZ8 firing away, getting some hits there on the Sturm Pioneer. We kind of work for push right forward. Does take a bounce there. Roll, received a miss there. Gets a pen there. Over here we do have the conscript squad falling on the back. Now we do have a Katyusha deployed by Yellow. He does have T-3476. And he has actually selected the option. He's gone for conscript support tactics, so probably should have gone on KV-1 rather than T-3476, but T-3476 is much cheaper than KV-1. He can go for some PPSHs, but looks like all of his conscripts are upgraded with a 7-man squad.
are secured.
Up north, we do have something far away. It looks like conscripts hitting the Pioneers. Soviet landmine there. I wonder if that got spotted. Grenadiers push up north, got more Soviet landmines being built. Smoke rounds there. We do have the EZ-8 going across over here. A pretty rare spot to be on the part of the map, if anything. So it means it's great for flanking. Rolls and miss there. Kenworth is rotating around. This is going to get hit pretty soon. 110. Rock Squad's advancing. EZ-8 gets a good shot there. In the center, we got T-476 and comm engineers engaging the Grenadiers. We do also have another landmine here, anti-infantry U.S. landmine, general purpose landmine. Drone Pioneers push way forward, Fallschirmjägers as well. No G40 or FG42 upgrade in the sky. EZ-8 push way forward. Gets a miss there onto the Fallschirmjägers. Doesn't see the pen there from the Kenwerfer. Drone Pioneers push way forward. 50 cal in the region. Starting to hit some Volksgrenadiers. Looks like all those squads falling back. T-476 plenty help. Good dish barrage right there. Looks like it's largely missing this Pack 40. We've got the Pioneers sent to the map, getting barraged by the Lag. Not Lag, Zis gun. And Pioneers fall back with the conscripts. Kenwerfer's falling on back. Was that a rifle flare? Yep, a rifle flare probably fired out from this guy here. Could have been some great crush there. Panzerfaust firing. Double taps the Panzerfaust, so 2 Panzers done for. Pack 4 is trying to pursue. D43 is getting some great damage there. Molotov thrown, splashing a little bit of the Grenadiers, and another one missed. Here, the MG34 firing away, hitting the conscript squad. Conscripts over here. Got a Soviet landmine and a US landmine, both general purpose. And now the US players are going to pull out a decent number of Scots. They're not fighting against any armor, so he's eyeing for Scots for indirect fire support. There's a decent amount of support with a few as well, so he may be just a little bit cautious trying to get out more Shermans. Landmine detonation there does not wipe out that Grenadier. Engineers do get suppressed. And now do have some white phosphorus being... Nope, it's the Soviet artillery being brought on in. And they're on to the EZ-8. It looks like the MG34 may get wiped on out.
The capture point is being overrun.
Fallschirmjägers push way forward. Fallschirmjägers find themselves a Katyusha. Oh, that Soviet landmine was very useful there. Scott push way forward. And both those Fallschirmjägers fall back. Like it's a very good hit there. It does fall back nice and early. Wehrmacht Aussteher Panzer IV now deployed on the field. The Oktober is going for his own Panzer IV as well. EZ-8 should win in a 1v1 duel, but is slightly wounded. Gets a good pen there. And looks like the Sheer Panzer IV is taking some fire, quite a bit of it. But I think the Panzer IV will be deployed in time. Conscripts are on the way forward. They are quite wounded. That's a general purpose landmine. The Treadbuster mine is right there. Another U.S. rifleman landmine there. I'm just have a feeling this Panzer IV is going to push forward and get its engine or treads broken. Katyusha rocket barrage raining on in. Hits the Pak 40 quite significantly. Posting is straightforward, nothing in the region to wait. That landmine is spotted and blows it up the Fallschirmjägers a little bit. Providing you realize that was a treadbuster mine that could explode the entire squad. It does not have a cap on how many units it can hit at a time. Anti-gravity grenade fires. Good pen there. T-3476 on the flank. Gets a good pen there as well. EZ8 gets a pen. One more shot and the OKW Panzer IV is done for. The Austria Panzer IV is here at full health. Grenade thrown there. Good bundle grenade on a rifleman squad. Volkswagers find another landmine. Bounce, bounce. And it looks like the T-3476 does go down. Scott takes a pen. Finds a landmine there. Another T-3476 there. And the Panzer IV does go down. AT gun, make it decrewed here. Does get a good pen there. And does get decrewed here by the hull mounted or coaxial.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Gunworth is rotating around. Bit of smoke from the EZ8 wouldn't be half bad. And artillery rating on end. Soviet artillery as well. And nice double kill there by the Sherman tank. But needs to fall back before he gets himself killed. Notice the Sheer Panzer Quarter has been paired on up. Rifle squad needs to fall back. Scott could use some repairs. You have to drop US mortar there. The 5th Scout does immediately suppress that Sherman Pioneer. Let's see. Feels like the Allied players have not been maintaining good fuel control. Looks like both fuel points right now are currently neutral. The Wehrmacht player doesn't have Battle Phase 3 and he has only 66 fuel, so his fuel is abysmal, so is the OKW player's course. At this point in time, maybe a Jagdpanzer is in order. He has a good amount of anti-infantry in the form of Fallschirmjägers. So I'm thinking Jagdpanzer could be a good way to go. Some bit more effective versus the EZ8. And if they see a KV-1, they probably Jagdpanzer would definitely be the call. In other words, the Axis players are not in a great position. He does manage to steal a 50 cal. Double pen there, needs fire smoke. He does. And it does go down to Sheer Panzer quarters.
We just lost a medium tank.
Good pen there on T-3476. I have a feeling we're going to see Katyusha barrage there. Direct hit.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Thinking that out, does see some Sheer Panzer quarters fire and double the cannon for shot there, so one more shot's done for. And Katyusha finished off the Pak 40. Very nice. Scott's mate does take out the Sherman Pioneers. Another easy end build by the US player, I do agree.
Enemy forces are neutralizing.
We do have a Teller mine there. Molotov has been thrown. And it looks like the Commandeer still is from the Teller mine. He may want to go ahead and sweep that up. That's a high priority threat.
One of our anti-tank guns.
Fisher falls on back there. Smoke runs somewhere. Japan's of course took some hits, and with no Sherman Pioneers off in the field, no way to get repairs. US mortar firing away against the Japan's quarters. Fired off one more mortar. Don't think it'll score the kill. It didn't even score a hit. Our squad is now deployed on the field.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Our squad's starting to fall back there. This one will win out that fight. Bolsheviker's good for cannon warfare on the T-476, and the Sherman tank does force back the cannon warfers. I think he did lose the Bolsheviker down here. Yep, looks he did lose that squad. Another combat share in the build queue. Looks like Silver Player lost both his engineers. That Minesweeper squad may have went down somewhere around here.
Combat engineers are standing by.
German Panzer has gone down. Does not have a mechanized HQ on the field. Not looking good for the Axis players. They had just had no fuel this entire game. Got another teller mine here which could be detonated. Scots pretty forward with the EZ-8. EZ-8 does take a bit of abuse. Or just fall back. They also have some smoke from the Scot. Or Macy Pensfalls into Scots. Good shot there. Does not get a squad on retreat. Back 40 takes out the EZ-8. T-476 engaging as well as the Katyusha. Does not decrew of the Katyusha abroad, but T-476s should be able to decrew it. Is taking some good splash hits there. All takedown destroyed. We do have now a Ostwind. Why would you go for Ost when we are missing anti-armor? Answer 4 Stogs should have been the answer. T-476 takes some hits there. Does he get one T-476? Getting some good hits on the Zis guns. And it looks like the Axis players have surrendered. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And my apologies, I do need to use the restroom again, so I'm going to take time, restart the game client. It's always a good idea to restart after a 2-2 either way. Please give me a moment.
Sega.
My apologies, I'm back. And probably have time for one last replay tonight. So let's find another, hopefully good 2v2. Haven't done anything for Brits. No, I have done one to give the Brits, so this may be just good enough. Seems reasonable enough. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another was going to say Advanced Wars. Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the right side as the yellow Brits. We got Draft Dodger. Spawn on top side as the blue Soviets. We got Arno Brecker. On the south side as the magenta Okada player. We got Aquilurty, I think. And spawn as the red Wehrmacht Austere player. We got Anonym. I have no idea how to pronounce anything.
Your team is awaiting orders.
We do have, of course, the Royal Engineers doctrine selected, as well as the Assault Support doctrine. There's sandbags down here. OKW players just going for our Volksgrenadiers openers. Soviet players just going for our combat engineers into conscripts. Over here, got the Universal Carrier with a squad of recovery sappers loaded in the back. He does have the bulletin for increased armor protection for the Royal Universal Carrier, and it looks like the conscripts will finish capturing the sector there with the while building some sandbags. Or regular pioneers do fall back there. SW's half-track now blown in field by Magenta very early. He has also selected the Elite Armor Doctrine. Since he's gone for such an early SW's half-track, he likely would not be going for a 2-2-1. He also has an Ironhide Bulletin. Pioneers push forward. He may get a full wipe on the intersection. That'd be a massive victory there. Yep, that's a pretty big pick there. Volksgrenadiers being knocked around a little bit there. Pioneers rotating down south. He's going to need to fall back out of this region pretty soon. Recovery Sapper does fall back. This Recovery Sapper push way forward. Pioneers now being knocked around. We got regular grenadiers here trying to charge forward with a Panzerfaust. Pioneers need to fall back. They do fall back now. Here's a fun fact. The Ironhide Bulletin, why it shows 2 Panzer IVs, is because the fact originally the Elite Armor Doctrine had its final ability, rather than being Sturm Tiger, was a Vet 1 or Vet 2 Panzer IVs. It's been changed a long time ago, because back then Panzer IVs were not a doctrinal or a non-doctrinal unit. You had to be pulled out through this doctrine, and the Sturm Tiger was a non-doctrinal unit. It was available in sheer Panzer quarters, along with the Oberstdorfen, the Panzer II, and the Panther, if I remember correctly. Inch 42 firing away, suppress down the conscript squad. They did fire there on the Grenadiers.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Sandbags not being built by the conscripts, never mind. And we do have the MG42 suppressing, or trying to suppress that squad. Grenadiers rotating around, Pioneers pushing way forward. The conscript squad does fall back there. Conscripts fall back here as well, giving a lot of territory to Red.
Now build light mechanized infantry.
Battle Phase 1 now researched. And we do have another, let's see, we already mentioned that. So only the Soviet players not selected the doctrine. You can go for shock rifle frontline tactics, the shock motor heavy tactics, and the terror tactics. Grenadiers firing away, suppress down the Royal Engineers. Rifle grenade fired. Or did hit there. Was this squad that fired away? Recovery Sappers push right forward. The MG42 is packing on up, but the Grenadiers should be able to displace them, though he's going to try to pursue the MG42. Panzerfaust firing. Here he is. Has enough munitions for another Panzerfaust, so he's going to try to pursue it. Does throw a smoke grenade there. We got the 223 hitting that recovery sapper. I don't know. There's no door on that side, so it can't just pop in and pop out. Of course, got the assault officer there. Suppresses down the Royal Engineers. Shun Pioneers getting some good fire onto that assault officer. It does force back the assault officer. Conscripts inside this garrison. A horrible building to get inside of. There's 3 on the side and 1 on the side. And now the shock rifle frontline tactics now available, so KV-8s, shock troops, stealth AT guns, incendiary artillery barrage, and the IS-2 are now all available. The least useful thing for that entire doctrine is probably the KV-8, and that's still a pretty good item. MG42 does suppress down the conscripts, everything falls back there. M5 being upgraded to a quad. Incendiary bullets are now available. It does pack on up. Volksrangers do fall back. We got heroic charge activated on the recovery sapper. Volksrangers just do fall back entirely. No additional SWS half-track on the build queue. I think Magenta should start eyeing it, because by the time he gets in position, he can blow out the sheer panzer quarters. 2 does get a good follow there. The quad half-track usually wins this duel. Quad half-track is slowly winning. And now we've got the assault section, or assault officer does fall back there. Our conscripts do fall back. We do have now the AEC now has been deployed in the field. AEC takes out the 222. Nice little pick there. Volksgrenadiers and Shun Pioneers push forward, get a bit of fire onto that recovery sapper. Taking away a little bit against that, Volksgrenadiers and Shun Pioneers. We do now have the Universal Carrier has a suppressive fire turned on. Recovery sapper does fall back. Quad half-track also pushed forward as well. Prioritized fire turned on to the AEC. Trying to hunt down the 223. Down south we do have the MG34, a couple Volksgrenadiers here, and of course the Shun Pioneers falling back to get a bit of repairs on the 223. In the center here we do have now the MG42 getting suppressed. Activating incendiary rounds, getting stuck on reload animation with a bit of a kill loop. Volksgrenadiers or Rotor Grenadiers against a Panzerfaust off. Volksgrenadiers get a Panzerfaust off. And here comes armor-piercing rounds. Gunner fires, throws grenade there, takes out the quad half-track in time. And now Pioneers do pick up the MG42, denying from the shock troops. Shock troops at this close range are highly deadly versus everything. The Volksgrenadiers gets good damage there. Volksgrenadiers are fall back. Black Cannon Bomb there, wipes out that Volksgrenadiers. 223 push way forward. Does not take out that Volksgrenadiers with the weapon upgrade. Shun Pioneers engaging here. Frag grenade there. The cannon warfare does fall back, and the Universal Carrier push way forward. A lot of dead stuff down there. Let's see, AEC is still alive, so is Universal Carrier. Universal Carrier does dodge that shot. Red has a good mix of units and has pulled out an artillery officer. Magenta has 2 Volks and Shun Pioneer. 223 is still alive. The fuel sector, he could plant himself in the fuel sector to get himself some extra fuel, or plant himself in the munitions sector to get some extra munitions. Plant himself on a regular sector, he'll get a bit of both, equivalent to 1 cash. Does not, all situations do not get shared with his teammate. Grenadiers heading up north. Conscripts behind some good heavy cover.
Sector is at risk.
Pioneers push right forward. Looks like the assault officer is actually focusing down. The artillery officer focused down the conscript squad. Almost does get the wipe there with the help of the grenadier. Assault officer can rip apart these combat engineers. They won't get them wiped out. Shock troops are just superior.
Stuka strafe run available.
Give us orders.
Mortar has been deployed on the field. More emplacement, should say.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
Both grenadiers do receive a bit of suppression.
Taking effective
Panzer commanders are now on standby for field
AC does splash the Volkswageners a little bit. Volkswageners do fall back. AC Universal Carrier here. We do have now an Oberstausen on the build queue. And yep, I already mentioned what all doctors everybody's gone for. Smoke barrage down the Beckenwerfer. Looks like it has smoked them out. AC rolls a hit there on the sandbags. Schumpeter is getting nice and close to the officer. We've got a Gleitgamma bomb. Does eat a little bit of it. 223 right here, folks. Beckenwerfer does roll a miss. Excuse me. 223 does also have a medical drop, a single supply of medical supply, single medical drop. Ooh, Grenadiers do take a bit of hit there. A lot of high explosives hurled at him. Assault officer push way forward. Oh, he did bring in the heavy mortar barrage.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
He will avoid the heavy mortar barrage. And the officer does fall back there. A smoke grenade has been thrown. He does have the aura effect from the officer right there, but he has gone away and took quite a bit of fire damage there. Down south, we do have another Beckenwerfer getting decrewed. Oberstausen could try picking up, but he's getting hit by Bren-equipped recovery sappers. You can upgrade to heavy sappers in order to get additional Vickers K on them. Does also smoke grenade. 223, charging way forward, engage the universal carrier. And eventually 4 does get access to the Regal AT mine. Pack 40 gets a good shot there. 223 does not get a follow-up shot there. Instructed by the assault officer. He's in pursuit. AC gets a pin there and does take out the universal carrier. Throws out some Panzer Tactician. And Beckenwerfer does get partially grabbed there.
Flame mortars can be called to attack enemy structures.
Also does get forced on back there. City grenade on the Vickers. Of course, this guy can't capture it up without sacrificing himself. He may just need to salvage it. He's going to salvage. No, he's charging his way further forward. Both his other squads are way back. I think he just needs to salvage it and run. Shock troops push way forward. We now have a T-34-76 on the field. Right hit on the Grenadiers. Grenadiers do also fall back there. T-34-76 versus Panzer IV. Panzer IV gets the first shot. T-36 also gets a pen. So it's somewhat equal, but at this current rate, the Panzer IV will win, but the Soviet brings up a Zis gun. Both of them missed. And the Panzer IV will fall back. His PaK-40 is right there. And T-76 not pursuing it. Over here we got the British player pushing forward, assault officer and intersection or Royal Engineers. Infantry 34 packed on up. Of course, got the 223 here, almost versus C4. Does use heroic charge onto the Royal Engineer, and the Sturm Pioneers may get fully wiped out there. He has a lot of Brents, does wipe him out there. Oh, we got AEC there, does find a Panzer IV. Beckenwerfer gets a pen there. So does the Panzer IV. One more shot is done for. There's also a shoe mine there. Beckenwerfer rolls a miss. Panzer IV scores the kill. Royal Engineers do fall back. Panzer IV almost wiped out his own Oberstlossen, it seemed like. And does detonate his own landmine. Bit of splash it there on the MG42. Does fall back. PaK-40 gets a good shot there on T-76. It has been repaired up slightly from the Panzer IV engagement. So it can still withstand two pens. We've seen the heavy mortar barrage? Nope. Good pen there by the PaK-40. And we've got commentators trying to repair it up now. Heavy mortar barrage was brought on in. Grenade there. Does retreat on back. Eats it quite a bit. Trying to go for the wipe. I don't think he's going to get it. Austere, Panzer IV pushed forward for minimal health. He needs to stay back, get repairs. Still no replacement Sturm Pioneer. He has enough manpower for one. He could have a mechanized HQ for repair squads. I think it would be better to just go for another. Okay, that was smoke round. I was thinking that's going to be high explosive. It may be just a good idea to go for Sturm Pioneer and then go for another Panzer IV. Blue's also pulling out some more T-34 76s rather than seeing it for the IS-2. Cromwell gets a pen there. Great light Gammon bomb. Oh, we got some sort of artillery being brought on there. I think that's assault officer artillery? Nope, it's the Soviet incendiary barrage, which may wipe out the Volks. Does not got a strafing run there from the Wehrmacht, so both of their teammates are helping out their teammates. And both of those get force them back. T-36 gets good force for the ground through the hedge. Beckenwerfer sitting on up. I don't know if there's any Regal AT mines. They're very hard to very hard to tell where they are. And does get finished off there. Regal AT mines are very thin and they're very yellowish greenish color, so they blend in the terrain very, very easily. Wait. Oh, like right there. That's what they look like. And don't get confused with fence posts there. I know they look very similar. But one gives you splinters, the other one gives you fragments. Grenadiers gets a bit of a burst in the conscript. T-476 finds fire score. Now the Wehrmacht player has gone for double Panzer IV. I think it'd be now adequate time to get Battle Phase 3, start eyeing towards the Tiger tank. Panzer IV push way forward. T-34 trying to retaliate. Grenadiers needs to get on out of there, about to get wiped on out. Something which I take also to save up for is also for Sturm Tiger. He does have another Sturm Pioneer upload in the fields. He does have access to repairs. T4 is one shot away from death, but the Panzer IV don't want to risk it. They're both at 50% HP. Good pen there by the Cannon Warfare. MG34 did get decrewed here. And got a command tank somewhere nearby. Ah, the AEC turned into a command tank. Very nice. Sure, Pioneer does grab his own MG34 just to hit the retreat button, taking a lot of fire there. Yep, won't get it. Panzer IV is pushed forward with minimal health, does have double pack 40 for fire support. Grenadiers may get wiped on out, but so does take out the Grenadiers, but the shock troops may get wiped on out there as well. Initial cache goes down. Oh, and there's Cromwell. Does take a pen from multiple sources. Yep, there's way too much AT there for the Cromwell to try to snipe on the Panzer IVs. Red may need to get another Pioneer. He's quite wounded. I do also want to see him start progressing towards the Tiger tank. Some sort of air run from Yellow. It's probably the command tank recon. Good pen there. Does get a good pen. Decides to activate Blitz. Looks like I think just Okada player just being a little bit indecisive there. I wonder if there's any more Regal AT mines. This would be a good time try to perhaps deploy a Regal AT mine. He does. Let's see. Machida has plenty of munitions, which is plenty for heat rounds and for Regals. Good pen there on the T-34. Volks pushing the way forward. Great hits there for a heavy mortar barrage. And we've got a smoke barrage there from the officer. Shock troops are getting pretty wounded there. Good shot there on the conscripts. Shock troops are pretty close to being wiped out from well-placed shot. It did not get it right there. They do fall back there. He may drop one more model. Yes, he will. This gun gets another good shot there. Yeah, efficiency 2 and a bit of an ambush pen. Good pen there to the Cromwell. Bounce on the OKW Panzer IV. And the OKW Oberslassen does fall back there. Also got good AT grenade there onto the P4 Sim 6, but the Panzer IV is one shot away from death. He needs to get on out of there. He's about to lose it. This gun sitting on up. This gun does not fire there. Pack 40 connects. Pioneer's providing spotting. Pack 40's radius is right there. And fires and connects. Panzer IV may just need Blitz out there. He sees a Cromwell. Panzer IV needs to keep on falling back. He is way too close to that Cromwell. The other Panzer IV is pretty forward. And we've got a nice little incendiary mortar onto the Pack 40, or incendiary artillery there. Wipes out the MG while at it. Both of Red's Panzer IVs are wounded. He needs another squad of Pioneers at this current rate. Red does have Battle Phase 3, so he has the technological requirements for the Tiger tank. Just needs more fuel. Good AT grenade or the cannon warfare shot there. E grenade. Thrown and next. The Axis players just need to fall back, get some repairs. They have a pretty good VP advantage, 338 versus 94, so they can trade time for VPs for some repairs. Plus also gives them more resources to work with. Both the Allied players have massive reserve of manpower and fuel. We do now have a Churchill AVRE now deployed on the field. We can see the Sturm Tiger. He is going for the mechanized HQs. Looks like going for the King Tiger. Heavy mortar barrage and a smoke barrage. It's probably going to receive some fire. Yep. Churchill AVRE now deployed on the field. IS-2 deployed on the field as well. So got some big tanks now deployed in the field. AVRE firing. Oh, you can't accuse Yellow of being a map hacker.
The Huns have 300 points at the moment.
Zis guns pushing the way forward. Oh, that's a capture Pack 40. Chalk troops and conscripts advance way forward. Good shot there. IS-2 pushes way forward. Oh, I hear a couple of rifle grenades. A lot of rifle grenades. What was that? 3 rifle grenades? Yep, 3 rifle grenades. King Tiger now pulling field, being upgraded with the spotter. With its heat rounds, it can 2-shot Cromwells. Got a really good hit there on those Royal Engineers. One more shot could wipe out a squad. This Royal Engineer is straight forward. Received King Tiger shots as well, splashing quite significantly. Cromwell rolls a miss. And that squad does fall back there. Grenadiers do fall back. Panzer IV is out of control and goes down. IS-2, I feel it's going to get a good shot there. Nope, gets out of range. I have a feeling it's going to be a really bad shot. When I say bad, I mean it's going to get one-shotted, but nope. Sometimes I have this weird premonition that, oh, that's going to be a one-shot. Doesn't always be the case, but it's surprising how often it's right. Do now have the assault artillery officer creep his way forward, does get pinned, so has access to the heavy mortar barrage while pinned. Oh, Panzer officer artillery there. And we got the assault officer getting ripped apart there. Now T-76 in the build queue for blue. I think at this point in time an Su-85 may be a little bit better. Because he knows his teammate, his opponent, the Okinawa player has a King Tiger, so I think Su-85 would be a little bit more effective against the anti-armor. Of course, with our Castle Division with no red signal for our Tiger tank as well. Oh, AVRE fired. Looks like it hit the Panzer IV quite significantly. This may be enough for a heat grenade to finish him off. It was not. Cromwell straight forward. No spearhead, but he got immobilized. There's a Regal AT mine that's detonated there. Cromwell takes to the Panzer IV. Cromwell gets a shot there in the Vet 5223, but he has the emergency repair ability. He should have been using this to get that engine crit, remove the immobilization. Fires a heat round. As for engagement, looks like Pack 40 does get the crew there. Zis gun and Pack 40 sitting on up. Gets a nice little double tap there. One of these AT guns about to go down, but it's also for C3. We've got airburst rounds that may destroy the Shooting Pioneers. Pack 40 does get the crew destroyed there. This Pack 40 could go next. And looks like the Axis players have surrendered. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That one's a little bit short. Probably have time for another replay. Not that button. Spectate live replay. Oh, but that's visible enough. Oops. Oh well. I didn't realize I had a bit of a wait time, but by the time I'm back out and find another replay, 1 minute has already passed. Oh well. Let me just check something on my other screen for the moment. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Cup Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the blue US player, we got Witchcraft. Spawn as this yellow British ally, we got Burden. On the south side as the red OKW player, we have Poe. Spawn as the magenta Austria player, we got Giraxis. Gihaxis? I have no idea how to pronounce that. And since we do have the game just now started, I'm going to pause for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prevent any sort of stuttering. I always find out just a 5-second little buffer does help out. Either way, we do have red immediately selected doctrine. We've got the Grand Offensive Doctrine. And we do have a double Grenadier opener for the Austria player. Skip the MG42. Red's going for Panzerfusiliers and probably to more Panzerfusiliers. Blue's going for OP. Selected doctrine. We got the armor companies, so we got more different doctrines. Oh, it's been a while since the last seen comm engineers or assault engineers. This map is a little bit wide open for them, though. Yellow sector being captured on up. Munition sector down south as well. We've got multiple Panzerfusiliers being deployed in the field. Pioneers heading towards...
Have a fresh
Those
grenade.
are just capturing the fuel sector at the moment. Intersection or Panzer Fusiliers engaging the Rifle Squad. Panzer Fusiliers, of course, behind some good light cover. Rifle Squad, of course, in open ground. Another Rifle Squad on the build queue. We do now have this Sturm Pioneer behind some good light cover.
Give me a second.
We've got multiple Panzer Fusiliers pushing on the flank. Of course, he's behind light cover. Another intersection moving over here as well. He is getting a little bit double teamed though. Good focus fire on this squad. We'll probably force him back relatively soon. And now the Sturm Pioneers advance way forward and force back the intersection. The Rifle Squad pushing over here. Probably just focus him down. Rifle Squad's getting way too close and on the wrong side of cover, so he's going to get ripped apart there. He just should have stayed behind that light cover there. Got now both these intersections behind some good heavy cover. On the right side, we got the Pioneers falling back. We got a bit of wire there. And Grenadiers, of course, have to be careful. There's two squads here.
Gather round.
Rifle Squad a little bit idle here. Looks like the US player's only gone for one assault engineer. The other one is now upgraded with some flamethrowers. Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. There's two of them there. Good splash damage. Rifle Squad gets right there as well. Nice, close, preferable range. Flamethrower Squad should just be a move forward, so it gets whatever flame bursts it can. And could have got a bit more AoE damage. They're really stacked up. This Grenadier Squad needs to fall back. He does fall back with engineers as well. Now got the rear echelon squad there. Probably should have been supporting him out.
Production upgrade.
They do decent. Definitely should be focusing on the wounded squads first. Probably the 3-man is a little bit closer. But there's just so many Grenadiers here, it's going to be a bit of trouble and just falls back.
The enemy is taking our territory.
As Fusiliers pushing on the left flank, blah.
Back to full strength. Firing! What do you need?
The echelon squad does fall back there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Grenadiers do fall back there. The other Grenadier squad push way forward.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
The section does fall back. Rifle squad behind some good light cover.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And the rifle squad does fall back there. Flame engineers decapturing that point. We do have this Grenadier squad does fall back. We got now Panzer Fusiliers push away forward.
Pay attention. Bastards don't like us.
On the left side, we do have this Panzer Fusiliers decapturing the VP. We got the M2 now moving around the flank, trying to torch these Panzer Fusiliers, and they will get some good bonus damage for it being in heavy cover. Does scale the heavy cover there. The wounded squad does fall back. And looks like this guy will continue to soft retreat away. Looking over from the build queue. Both the British player and the Wehrmacht player has not selected Doctrine. The Wehrmacht player could go for Blitzkrieg. Has a lot of useful abilities. Not really good patterns there though. Spearhead, Tiger Tank, Mortar Half Track, very nice there. And Jaeger Armor. I would say Blitzkrieg is probably the weakest of the three, but is still a good doctrine nonetheless. Also got some more tank traps being built up there. We've got the Grenadiers here, Force Spectre Rifleman. Captain upgraded with a bar. And now got an M15 now being pulled in the field, an AA half track. Aggression squad taking some hits there, does get forced on back. The cannonball for firing away does put some rounds into the sandbags. And the sandbags do get destroyed.
Half-track, wait for orders.
Intersection and Bren squad firing away. We've got another 2-2 firing away against the captain. Shun Pioneer getting focus fired down there. This intersection with the Brens do get focused down first. He probably won't get the squad away. There's only 2 Shun Pioneers there. Other intersections just falling on back a little bit there. Flame Engineers push way forward. Got the A half-track advance as well. Grenadiers do fall back. And over here got the Grenadiers taking a bit of fire from the captain. Shun Pioneers do fall back now. Now got this intersection push way forward. Got the intersection, or Panzer intersection behind some good heavy cover. He does also the 5-man squad upgrade. Though this guy needs some medics. He does have some medical supplies being deployed out right here. And he does have Bren's not being picked on up as well. He is going for another intersection. This is for a quintuple intersection. And maybe a little bit too many. He has over 100 fuel. And so he has enough fuel to get the company command post. We now have a lag on the build queue.
Support gun deployed. Crew ready for orders.
Unit, ready!
Grenadiers pushing the way forward. We do now have the A half-track there. MG42 on the build queue for the Wehrmacht flare. Yellow could go for special weapons, Lend-Lease, or the mobile assault. I think it's going to be mobile assault or special weapons at the current rate. The land mattress for Crocodile primarily. M15 gains some good hits on the Grenadiers for suppressing them. Pack 40 push way forward. Lag firing away. It's getting a decent splash hit there. Grenadiers still taking some more fire. Does get forced back by the Bar Rifleman. And the Deduce now receives some repairs.
We have 300 points remaining.
Shun Pioneers engaging the intersection. And that seems a good time spot for a light barrage. It's on cooldown, or no, the smoke barrage is on cooldown. MG34 is sitting on up. And now the Veroclair has selected the Blitzkrieg doctrine. I think a short barrel Panzer IV would be particularly useful versus the British Blob. They also seem the assault engineers, so they know they're fighting against Armor Company. Our squad does get suppressed there by the MG42, so does the captain. Could use on me, but does not.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command.
2-2 fires away, Pack 40 falls back. Good suppression there from the MG42, hitting the intersections. Got the bazooka push way forward. Looks like just the one bazooka at the moment. Flame Engineers push way forward, force back the Pack 40. Now get the Panzer Boosters, the G43 is coming for a nice little flank. Of course, there's the M15 here. Two pushes way forward. Pack 40 does get a good hit there on the 2-2, or M1, or 6-pounder, I should say. Grenadiers get behind some good heavy cover. And destroys a bit of wire there. So now you can utilize that heavy cover. And the Grenadiers do get suppressed by the M15. Grenadiers engaging the captain. Grenadiers do fall back. Barber squad pushes the way forward. And once the right squad is going to get by these Grenadiers, there's a fully manned squad there. He does have a light here. Panzer Boosters behind some good heavy cover. Got the intersection, so just A moving the way forward. Cap a major here. Not enough munitions, bringing a artillery barrage. MG34 sitting on up. This could suppress some of these squads, but he got distracted on the captain. Throws out a power technical grenade onto right there. Both these guys need to get on out of there. First round will probably wipe them both out. Throws out frag grenade there. Yeah, good thing he did fall back. Splashes own units. The base artillery does do decent amount of friendly fire damage. Got a good hit there. Gotta be very careful, but looks like the should be what, one more round? Of course, both the structures are up and going. Pioneers do fall back. Got now a 55 caliber sniper in the field. Grenadiers firing away, hitting these units pretty hard, and detonates the assault engineers. We do now have the Obsat squad being upgraded with infrared STGs. There's probably going to be a decent amount of light cover here, and the infrared STGs completely ignore light cover. Sniper did take out one of those Obsatsen models. Grenade's been thrown. And largely missed.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
We do now have the M15 trying to rotate around, try these Panzer Fusiliers. Sniper may get a good shot onto these guys. There, he's in range at least. Squad does fall back. We do now have the Panzer Fusilier squad here falling back as well. Mechanomorpher does get a good shot there onto the M15. And those Panzer Fusiliers do get forced on back. Sherman Pioneers taking some damage. They had their minesweeper out for a bit of time. Now we do have the command tank pulled out by the Wehrmacht player. Very nice. Both those squads do fall back. Short barrel Panzer IV engaging the captain. Grenadiers being affected by its defense aura. Captain does fall back. A rifleman squad pushes way forward to the HQ for the VP. We've got the 6-pounder there, unable to get a shot there on the short barrel Panzer IV. Fly cars away, rolls a miss, and do now have an OPW Panzer IV on the field as well as a Cromwell. Oh, not sure where that shot went. Pack 40 does retaliate. We do now have the 105mm. Those are now deployed in the field. Panzer IV push forward. Get 8 shots there on the infantry section. Probably get wiped on out. Chopper Panzer IV does take a pen. Bulldozer advancing. Firing the shot against the Panzerfusiliers. Get a decent hit. That barrel looks like it pointed very high up, more than normal.
AT gun ready.
Panzerfusiliers do fall back. A bit of fire there on the MG. Backward gets good pen there. 52 firing away. Gets some hits on the rifleman squad. Major advance way forward. Panzerfusiliers taking some damage here. We've got now the Sturmpioneers being forced on back as well. Chopper Panzer IV could get some good shots there. It's pretty close range, but rolls a miss. Pioneers does a bit of defense ore, and Chopper Panzer IV rolls another miss. Rifle down the retreat path, gets one mole there. It's very difficult to make the retreat grenades effective. Panzerfusiliers push forward. And the bulldozer is firing away. Does get a hit there on the MG42. Up here, Grenadiers firing away. Gets a good hit there on the rifleman.
There they are. Cover the flank. Power planted. We're losing.
Looks like the bulldozer does take a hit there. Cromwell advanced way forward with prioritized fire turned on. The Okada player, Okada Panzer IV does have one pen onto it. Does get a good pen there on both sides. Smoke run there from his own. Gets a rear armor hit there. Trying to shoot on back there. Of course, rear does get pretty lucky with those pens.
Medium Panzer lost.
Our squad and Major both fall back.
Ready for deployment.
We now got a Calliope barrage running on in. Splashes a little bit of everything. There could have a player maybe trying to save before our Tiger tank connects, or maybe a Panzer. Could be for another Panzer IV. And the captain does suppress the captain there. Rifle squad does get suppressed there. Rifle squad does get fully pinned. Captain getting a little bit wounded there. We've got Grenadiers pushing forward. Now we've got that's an M10, not a Jackson now on the build queue for Blue. Sherman tank got repaired up all the way. Here comes all the Panzerfusiliers with the Oberstdotson. Sturmpioneers getting ripped apart. Bulldozer advancing. Gets a decent hit there. And everything falling back. Does get a receive a pen there from the Weckenwerfer.
Squad is back to full strength. Back to
Rifle grenade fired. Gets a good hit there on the garrison. That squad almost got wiped on out. M15 pushed forward. It's still up and running, so he has ATR to both the reconnaissance and for the super close air support, which is a pretty good 1-2 combo. Got the spotting plane and the loitering, the strafing planes. All three aircraft loading around. Of course, the M15 needs to be removed before we can bring that in. You now have a Panzerwerfer on the build queue from Magenta. I think it'd be a good idea to not go for Panzerwerfer. I think a regular Panzerwerfer would have been good. Or Stug.
Who's got eyes on that shooter?
Panzer IV. We are losing a sector.
Good splash at the enemy Grenadiers. As Fusiliers firing away, Champagne's pushing forward.
We're losing a capture point.
Our squad takes some damage there. And our squad does fall back. We do have a bit of damage there, only 2-2 from the bazooka. Only one. Oh, no, there's 2 bazookas there. Does take some good hits there. Does stay alive.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Largely thanks to the defense aura, I believe. We now have a Calliope rocket barrage running in. Because each bazooka does what? 120 damage? This thing has a 320 health, so it should get 3-shotted by bazookas, but thanks to defense aura, it does take 10% less damage. Or is it 20% less damage?
Infantry contact.
Major does fall back. He did bring some major artillery, so he needs to get on out of there.
200 points.
Oh wait, no, that's the siege barrage, the 240 howitzer barrage. And that thing is massive scatter. Just stay out of this area. I don't think I've really seen rounds scatter too far out, but it looks like they're scattering pretty wide now. These guys in the blast radius. 2 more rounds to still be brought on in. Or is it 6 rounds rather than 5? 2 more rounds, I think we'll still be hitting impact in the ground.
Enemy flanking us!
Nails the lag there. Okay, 1 more round should be dropped on in. And he got lucky to scat it out pretty wide. Oh, there's a 7th round there. Rifle grenade fired. Or, no, there's a rifle flare there. Smoke raining on in. Obersausage will escape on out of there. Has defense aura for fire support. Pioneers need to continue repairing up the short road Panzer IV. Panzers do fall back. This one's behind some good heavy cover. Over here, rifle squads force back the Grenadiers. Over here. And we've got a good shot there by the bulldozer. And now got the OKW Tiger tank now on the field. He has enough munitions, both the close air support and the recon, of course, but that M15 still on the field. Land mattress barrage running on in. In the base sector, getting some decent splash. Panzerwerfer could retaliate. Program Panzerwerfer took some hits there. M10 charged way forward, takes it out. Those some smoke rounds there from the bulldozer. Here comes super close air support. M15 still not in range, it's too far back. And it looks like that one vehicle went down wherever it may have went. Alright, take this straight forward, and looks like both the Axis players do go ahead and surrender. This is Iron Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay tonight, so everyone, thank you for watching.